And in theory, welcome back, YouTube. Sorry for the stitch in the middle of last video due to the phone call. And I suppose to everyone watching on Twitch, if you're wondering why there's a stream break, that's because of a random phone call I got. I decided it wouldn't be worth keeping the stream going while I was responding to the phone call. So leave that oil there. And come back to that oil. We don't need this much oil on this. Here's some deer hide, here's some guts. That'll be useful later. Should have really left that venison outside when I harvested it, what, like 9 game days ago? Would have kept longer. Might have even been edible if I'd done that. On the other hand, it'll be edible when we get to cooking 5, so it's basically bear meat. It's really bad bear meat at this point. So we're going to Forlorn Muskeg forge for this video. I might not do the forge this video, or the forging this video. It depends on when we get there and how long it takes to get there. There's a couple different ways to get there, and which one I end up taking will probably end up depending on the weather. Oh, I don't like having to walk into the wind. I think it's the wind that's making it slow. So for the first bit of this, we're going to follow the railroad tracks through the railroad tunnel into Forlorn Muskeg. At which point, depending on the weather, I'm going to make one of two decisions. Whether I go down to the railroad car at the derailment, or hug the left wall to the transition cave into... oh, I'm forgetting the name of the transition cave. Well, I'm forgetting the name of where the transition cave transitions to. It's the zone with the cannery and the gun forge.
Can't feel my feet.
But yeah, that'll be weather dependent, because it's probably means I can get the character warmer faster if I go to the train carriage. But I have to hope that the visibility is better for the trip from there to the forge, where I can probably path the other route in very poor visibility.
Goddamn freezing.
So it's telling us this is the rail tunnel, which, while an accurate name, can be confusing because there's more than one rail tunnel. This is the rail tunnel that connects Forlorn Muskeg and Mystery Lake. Not to be confused with the one that connects the canyon and coastal highway. I think there's even another one on the route down to the Far Territories. We got fuel-wise. 8 pieces of coal? Okay. I'm gonna go to the train car, because I should be warm enough to warm up the train car. There's more likely to be more metal there. Whereas if I was low on coal, I'd probably go to the transition cave, because the transition cave would have some coal. should probably sprint here, because I feel like I'm walking into the wind and taking extra cold damage as a result of that. I have to say this is a very clear day for Forlorn Muskeg. If you've got really good eyes, you might actually be able to see the forge from here with this level of visibility, I think. Should be roughly that direction. But there's generally 3 ways I take to get to the forge. If you think the visibility is good, you can try cutting straight across the muskeg, across the swamp here, frozen swamp. But if the visibility is in any way impaired, that can be very dangerous if falling through the ice. The other 2 alternatives is you go sort of clockwise or counterclockwise around the muskeg. So we'll figure out which one of those we're going to do, which one of those 3 ways we're going to do once we have warmed up in train car, based on how the visibility's changed, if the visibility's changed, I suppose. Don't think the wolf shouldn't follow us into the train car if memory serves. Hopefully the wolf won't follow us into the train car. Whoop. I should have stayed in the train car. I just wasted the match.
Come on.
Yeah, the wolf is still out there, which is a little bit of a shame. I'd like to actually search the surroundings a little bit, but I won't be able to do that with the wolf out there. Oops, I should have only brought one of the pots with me. I shouldn't have brought both the cooking pots. Scrap metal. I don't think Windbreaker's any good. Scroll message. I believe that's on the wiki if you want to read it. There's a hacksaw, which I shouldn't need. I brought my own backup flare. I'll leave the backup flare here in case I have an emergency later. Make up some tea. Probably make up a little bit of water as well while we're warming up. So a quick reminder where we're sort of waiting for things. If you ever have any questions about game mechanics, feel free to ask in the comments if you're on YouTube or in the chat, and I'll try to explain them when I got sort of free spots in the video like this, or by replying to the comments in the YouTube comments later. Well, let's finish off the box of tea before I spend a lot of time processing the one that we don't have. Using the other one. Make up some birch bark while we're warming up. Do it also turn into tea? Nope, I'm going to drink some of that the birch bark tea I just made, so we can use it to get some condition back. There is a decent possibility with that wind we're going to get hounded by that wolf, which isn't super great. Sounds like the wind went away. I'm going to go ahead and leave this pot here because I would like to save on the carrying capacity. And because I know that wolf is probably still out there, I'm going to go out with a torch, lit, and hope it doesn't get blown out. Visibility is still looking pretty good, so I might try to take the quick way across the middle of the Muskeg, which hopefully will go fine. Usually I'm trying to transverse in some degree of fog, so I'll usually take either the clockwise or the counterclockwise way, so this may not be the most efficient path across for me. Because I'll probably make a wrong turn somewhere. Okay, sticking my nose around, we got a coal here. Oh. Panicking in response to the wolf. So it's a good thing the wind went down. If the wind didn't go down, stepping out of the train car would have caused me to lose the torch. Though granted, I probably wouldn't have gone searching that bag had I known the torch was out, because I knew the wolf was roughly around where that bag was. Now we begin the traveling of the Muskeg. This might not be the smartest idea. Yeah, not the smartest idea. Trying to figure out the spots in the Muskeg where it's shallow enough the ice doesn't break can sometimes be a bit difficult. If you're not used to traversing the middle of it. And I'm not used to traversing the middle of it. It is a very good place for cattails. So if we're warm, we're going to be gathering a lot of cattails as we go through here.
Could eat anything.
Nope, there's the bear. Let's not go near the bear. That sounds like a good way to get mauled. Well, looks like the traveling of the Muskeg is going decently well. We've got decent visibility. We're maybe a little colder than I would like, but that was always going to be the problem of going through the Muskeg. If I went to the other forge, I went to Desolation Point, we'd be having more food problems. Because I've harvested a lot of the easy cattails on the path there, because I came up from Desolation Point. Desolation Point's where we started the run.
Can't feel my hands.
So you can't see it, but Google Chrome has decided that I need to see an advert for a clip. Which, because I'm currently in a game, I don't actually have an easy way to close. So that's just going to block a bit of my screen for a bit. Hopefully I don't need that bit of the screen. How thin is the ice here? We're about to find out. Too thin. Dangerously thin. But good thing we got crampons so that we can cross that safely. Had I been heavier or not in crampons, that might have been a dangerous trip. We're going to do the same. Let's cross this bit. So we're getting pretty close. I think I can see the outskirts of the area I'm headed to from here. Oh, I could be wrong. My eyes sometimes play tricks on me. I'm just realizing exactly what that's blocking. That advert's blocking where I can tell how much fire I have in my torch, so either that torch... I might have stopped, thrown that torch too early or too late. I don't know. Can I get up on this log?
I could eat
I feel safe on the log. I am on the log. There we go. On the log. The log is safe. The log is not made of thin ice. Some more cattails.
Looks like I survived another night.
It's cold. Oop. Close that advert so it's not in our way anymore. You can see some stuff. And we're going to need a little bit of cattail so that we don't lose our well-fed bonus. We'd like to keep that extra 5 kilograms of carrying capacity. Special thing is I'm already 2.5 over it. I'd be ashamed to be 7.5 over the carrying capacity because I didn't eat the food that we had. Okay. I've just realized that I am not actually where I thought I was. I have missed the location I wanted to go to. Can I safely pass there from here? That's going to be the question. Probably. This may require a little bit of sprinting. Oh, there's the second bear of Forlorn Muskeg. That ahead of us, that sort of ruined shack there, is the forge. So we're almost at the forge. Based on the video time, I probably will do the forging today. So we'll do the forging in this video. I should have enough coal between me and the forge to get the forge lit. So the only question will be, will I have enough metal to do the things I want? I think I need a total of 8 metal. And any more than that would translate into more arrowheads. So as much metal as I can have to do forging would be good. More coal. Could potentially be useful for keeping the fire going in the forge. One piece of scrap metal. Reclaim the wood. And more fuel. More fuel means more fire time. The forge is a sort of special place. Where it's in a building that's open to the elements and it's not classified as indoor as far as
I could eat a horse.
what is it? Cabin fever is concerned. But is a, as far as the animals like wolves are concerned, it is a fully enclosed building, and they are not allowed in it. Though if you're dangerously close to the walls, they can occasionally do attacks through the walls. So that's just a thing to be aware of if you're being hounded by a wolf when you're in there. As long as you stay close enough to the middle of the building, the wolf can't hurt you. Though I have definitely seen videos of the wolf nipping people through the walls because they get a little too close to the wall. I'm going to use one of my accelerant because I've got a lot of accelerant on me just to get this fire going so I can start warming up.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I think I need to put at least 8 in there
Getting kind of thirsty.
to get it up to the minimum temperature I need to start forging. We'll put a pot on there. That should mean it's warm enough for us to do a little bit of exploring, so we can get some more scrap metal from there. Got some dog food for calories while we're forging. We got some firewood if we need that. Break these down, there'll be a safe behind there. We don't have to break those down to get to that safe. There's a way you can sort of get to the safe, otherwise... And one of these will usually have accelerant in it, which is a double reason to spend the accelerant there. Is
Where's the good
I'm going to
stuff?
probably get more accelerant. We'll take that. Probably won't use it, but we'll take that. Some more scrap metal. We don't need that, but we can maybe make some use of that.
Wonder if I can drop any of
Doing
this
the
gear.
safe. Not on 5, not on 10. Not on 15 or 20, not on 25. Not on 30. Not on 35, not on 40, not on 45. Not on... Okay. Is on 51. So 51. 51, 41.
All I can think about is food.
51, 41, and a little after 55. There we go. Anyway, and that, at this point, that's pretty much complete junk, but we found some stuff. Is it good stuff? No. Is it stuff? Yes. Sometimes that's what's important.
Someone's stash.
Some birch bark. And gunsmithing that we'll ignore. So I think that parka... Yeah, the parka is worth wearing. It's probably even worth doing some... Well, maybe it's not worth repairing, but it's worth wearing. We have a spare set of socks. We know that wool scarf's not going to be worth carrying. Did I remember to drop off the crampons? No, I didn't. We'll leave the crampons here. We need to eat and drink, so we'll start by eating the dog food. Get the 1,000 calories out of that. That should give us enough calories to get through all the foraging. And we'll drink some water. It's one of the reasons we're making more water, is because we'll probably drink quite a bit of water going through all the foraging. And then we can get to foraging. So what, I've got an hour before that is cooked. So that's 3 hours, that's 4 hours. Okay, so we don't have 8 scrap, we have 7 scrap. So I need to actually make more scrap. The easiest way to do that is there's a metal shelf down here that isn't in good shelving state of repair, so we're gonna saw this up, like so. Now we have 11 scrap. And 11 scrap, 8 hours on the forge, so we can start forging. Let's start with the knife.
I'd eat anything right about now.
And to try to keep a character not dehydrated, we're gonna drink some of our tea that we don't need to keep, and drink some water. Actually, also eat these cattails quickly because we don't want to lose our carrying capacity at this point. And we got another 4 hours of forging ahead of us, so at least 4 hours of forging, even more than 4 hours in practice. And we did the knife, memory serves. Yep, we did the knife, so the next one is going to be the hatchet. 4 hours of work. There we go. So that's the second tool. Drink some coffee. Both for the calories and the moisture. We've got 3 bits of scrap metal, so we can do 3 hours of forging. We've got 3 hours of fuel, so we're going to do some forging. So we'll do the first 2 in a 2-hour shift.
Feels like night is coming.
And that water should be done, and then we can make up another batch of water, or another liter of water. Do the last batch of forging.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
That would be called being tired, Will. Tired tends to do that too. Okay, an aurora has started up. If I get a move on quickly, there shouldn't be any aurora rolls between where I want to sleep for the night and where we are. So I'm going to have to get on the move real quickly. So we're going to leave that torch here, because that's extra weight that we don't need. We're going to leave the hammer here. I'm not going to put those exactly where I want them, because I don't want to give it time to spawn a wolf in where I don't want it. And then we're going to do a short bit of sprinting up the hill here. If I can get around the corner before the wolves spawn in, should be able to get to the purpose cache safely without running into a wolf. And I think I might make this a short video. This will probably be around about a half an hour with the foraging done. And then next time we'll do the traveling to get what we need to make ourselves the bow. So we've got our metal parts ready, now we just need to make our non-metal parts, and we can start hunting.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
So probably won't be next video, but probably the video after next will probably be hunting. Assuming everything goes vaguely according to plan. I'll probably spend that video hunting deer and rabbits and ptarmigans. And then probably the video after that will probably move on to a little bit bigger game like bear. If you're looking forward to the future. I know I'm looking forward to the future. If you're wondering how I do hunting of those stuff. Most likely this purpose cache will be empty. We're not 100% sure until we get in the cache. Usually on Interloper there'll be one that isn't empty. And obviously we haven't checked them all yet, so
I might have to
could be
drop
this
some
one that's not
gear.
the empty one. I'm going to say that this, or the one, this could be the one that isn't the empty one, but I'm going to say this is probably empty. This is probably what it looks like when it's empty. Just a guess. Yeah, no loot in here. I'm actually surprised that there is a bed in here. That's the surprising thing in here. I was expecting to be even more empty. Yeah, I think I need more calories, so I think I'm going to eat my other salty crackers.
Something's making me feel really tired.
That would be called being tired. So yeah, we're going to sleep there. That's where I'm going to stop this recording. And probably stop the stream for the night. Once again, if you're watching this on Twitch, you can catch the recordings, the old recordings, on my YouTube channel, which is willcole100, so it's the same as this username plus the 100. If you're caching this, oh, I just drank water, so I should exit the zone and re-enter the zone to get it
Something's
safe.
gotta go.
As you can see, it saves when you enter into zones like that. Also saves after a long rest, which is why I should have probably waited to drink. But if you're catching this on YouTube, there should be one up. I'm trying to keep one new one up every 6 p.m. So if you reach this point in the video, there should be another one up 6 p.m. the following day. So that's West Coast time, so I don't know what that will be in your time. Depends upon where you are. So I hope you're all having a good time. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Catch you all later.